Hello students, in the last lecture we have seen cookies. What are cookies? How cookies are created and how we can create cookie in Flask and how to get that cookie, whatever cookie set by you, how to get it by using the script. So let us start with practical session, how we can do it practically. So before executing the script, we can see how cookies are created and how it stores in the browser. So right now what cookies are present on your computer, so we can see that cookies. So how to see that one? Look here within the setting you can see that one. Open your browser, open your setting, then one tab is there, cookies and other site data. So click on this one. So you will get all the options related to cookies. Okay, so select this one, see all cookies and site data. So when you click on this one, look here how many cookies are created on this computer. Okay, so some cookies are created by Google, some cookies are created by some of the websites. So whatever websites we have opened yesterday or day before yesterday or in the last week, so that cookies are stored in the computer. So these are the cookies. So we can see here contents of that cookies by clicking on this one. Suppose we want to see cookie created by Google, so select this one and we can see this one how many cookies are created by Google. So when we click on this one, you will get the name of that cookie, content of that cookie, domain. So Google has created that one. So domain is Google. Then path sent for, okay. Then accessible to script as created, when it was created. So it was created on 23rd December at 5 p.m. Okay. And when it will expire, so it will expire on Friday, December 23rd. So these cookies are still there in your computer. So first of all, I will remove all the cookies from my browser. So select here, remove all. So it will remove all the cookies. Okay. So right now no cookie is there in the browser. So we can execute now our code. So how to execute this one? So this is the code. Whatever code is present in your last video, so same code is there. So here from Flask import star, so we have imported all the modules supported by Flask. App is equal to Flask name. Okay, app.route/cookie. So what is the URL here? /cookie, and which function is associated with this URL? That is the cookie. Then res is equal to, this is the object, okay, dictionary object. Then make response, cookie is set. So it will display the message cookie is set. And what type of cookie here we are creating? res dot set cookie. So here we are using set cookie method. And what was the syntax of set cookie? So set cookie, it may have three parameters. The first one, name of cookie, second one, contents of cookie, and third one, expiry date. Okay, so expiry date is not given here. When we have not given expiry date, it will automatically close when we close the browser. Okay, so expiry date is optional. So here res is the object name, and what is the name of cookie here? FOO. And what are the contents of the cookie here? BAR. Okay, and return this object res when we execute the URL/cookie. Okay, so this is the script to create simple cookie by using Flask. How we can execute it one? So go to the command prompt. We are already present in the Flask underscore app. So set here, set Flask underscore app is equal to, what is the name of Python script here? cookie1.py. So right here cookie1.py. Okay, and run this one. So Flask run. Okay, so when we run this script, you will get one URL. So execute this URL, copy this one and paste it to the browser. Okay, so here this is the home URL, and home URL is not given in our script. Okay, so what is the name of URL here? Slash cookie. So we should execute that one right here. Cookie, COOKIE. Okay, so when we enter this URL, what message you will get here? Cookie is set. Okay, so make response, it will execute and it gives the response to us. What is the response here? We have enclosed this text within a pair of header tag, so it will give you cookie is set. So it cookie is already created. So when where it will create is, select again setting. Okay, we have already removed all the cookies from browser. So again we will check whether the cookie is created or not. So select here S cookies and other site data, and then select here see all cookies and site data. Okay, select here. So this script, it will create again so many cookies. Okay, so we will remove it once again. So remove all the cookies, and one more time we will execute this one. Look here how cookies are created. Okay, so here after this one again we will open this one and we will see what are the contents in setting, cookies are removed or not. So again cookies, then see all cookies and site data. So only these two cookies are there. Again remove this one. Okay, clear all. So again we will see whether the cookies are removed or not. Setting, then see all cookies. Here we will select this one. Okay, only two cookies are there that are created by Google. Okay, so here we have some operations with Google, so it will create it was created these two cookies. So we will execute again our program. So here is control C and then flask run. Okay, so it will give you same URL. Run this URL. So again this is the URL. So we will run this one, refresh this one. So it will give you cookie is set. Now we will see what happens. So here again select setting, then cookies and other site data, and see all cookies. Look here how many cookies are there. So two cookies already created by Google. Okay, we can see contents of this one. These are the cookies created by Google, and this cookie is created by our local host. Okay, this is the what is this? This is the URL for this one. So we can see here what cookie it is. It was created. Okay, so here cookies and other site data. We will see here see all cookies, and this cookie is created by our program. So select this one. Yes, what cookie we were created here? FOO. Okay, FOO is there in our script. So we can see this one. Click on this FOO. Name of cookie is FOO. Contents is, we have given contents within the Python script, within the Flask script. So what are the contents there? BAR. Okay, what is the domain? So with this domain, we have executed the URL. So domain is this. This is the address of the domain. Path route, send for same site connections only. Accessible to script as created. So you will get here at what time it was created. Okay, so it was created on 24 December 2020 and the timing is 11:19 a.m. Just now I have created this one. And expires, as we have not given expiry date here, it expires when the browsing session closes. Okay, so what is the expiry date? What is the expiry time here? It will expire on when the browsing session ends. Okay, when the user closes the browsing session, it will automatically expire. Okay, so we can see the cookies like this. So this was the cookie created by our script. So this is the first one. Next example we can see here. So next example, login.py is there. Okay, this is the Python script. So we have seen this one in the last video. How many URLs are there? So first one, from Flask import star. So we have imported all the modules. Then first URL is /error. Okay, error function is associated with this URL. And what are the contents? Enter correct password. If only the password is not correct, the password entered by the user which is not correct, then it will execute the URL, that is the /error. Okay, next, home URL. Login function is associated with the home URL, and when we execute home URL, so it will render login.html. So login.html is rendered when we execute the home URL. Next one, /success URL is there. In this URL we have used post method, okay, because we are going to enter the data. Define success. If request.method is equal to post, email is equal to request.form email. So we can access email from the user and we can access password from the user. So here we used request.form. Here we used request.form. Means what? For that particular form, we are requesting the email from the user, and here we are requesting password from the user. Okay, so whatever email entered by the user, it will be stored to the email variable, and whatever password stored entered by the user, it will be stored to the password. Okay, so we have given some fixed password. Okay, which password we want here? VCK. So if password is VCK, you can give any password here. So it will create one object. What is the name of object here? RESP. And you know that it will create a dictionary object. Okay, title and content. Then this is the name of object RESP. Make response render template success.html. Okay, so when what response we want when we set cookie here? So RESP, it will render success.html script. RESP dot set cookie email. Okay, the name of cookie is email, and the contents of the cookie, so whatever email entered by the user, it will be stored in email. Here we have stored email, and here we have whatever contents are there within email. We set these contents with the help of cookie, that is the email. Okay, return RESP, so it will return this object. Else if the password is wrong, if it is not VCK, what it will do? So it will redirect this URL to error. Okay, so error URL, what are the contents here? Already we have given contents for /error. Error function is associated with this URL. And what are the contents here? If the password is not VCK, it will give you enter correct password. Okay, and the last one, app.route/view profile. So this is the URL. Profile function is associated with this URL, and here email is equal to request.cookies.get email. So we have seen this one in the last video. Here this cookie gets from email, and which will be stored in email. Again one object is there, that is the RESP. What response here? So it will execute again profile.html script. Okay, it will render this HTML script when we get that particular cookie, and then whatever data is stored in email, it will be redirected to name. Okay, it will be stored to name, and we have to return this object. So here the statement is return RESP. So look here, how many URLs are here? So first one, what is the flow of script? So first you should execute home URL, you should enter email ID, you should enter password. Okay, whatever email ID is there, we have to check password for that particular email ID. Password is already stored here. if user enters VCK password, it will render success.html, okay, and then it will execute /view profile. Okay, so we are executing this script with the help of cookies. Then what are the contents of login.html? Here login.html, this is the HTML script. So here this is the URL. When this password is correct, it will execute /success URL. Here you should enter email ID and password, and one submit button is there. So email will be stored to email and this password will be stored to pass. Okay. So this is the login.html script. Success.html. So here title is given and one text is given. If VCK password entered by the user is VCK, it will call this URL and it will display the message login successful. And after this one, it will automatically divert to the URL /view profile and you will get that profile. So what is there in profile.html? Look here. This is the title and you will get the message hi, and after this one name. So what is the data present in this name variable? So we have stored this email ID. This email ID, we have stored this with the help of cookie. Okay, then we get it from our browser and we have stored that email to the variable name, and in this profile.html we have displayed the content of that particular name. So you will get the result. So one Python script is there, that is the login.py, and 3 HTML scripts are there. Login.html, okay, we have to enter the data. Success.html, when the password is correct, it will render success.html, and afterwards it will render profile.html. So these 3 HTML scripts are associated with this single Python script. So let us see how it will get executed. So run this one. What is the name of Python script here? Is login. So Flask run. Okay. So same URL is there. You can refresh that one, or if it is not there, you can copy and paste there. So this is the home URL. So what are the contents here? You should enter here email ID and password. Okay, so your script will ask for email and password. Suppose this is the email ID and password VCK. So suppose VCK, I have entered suppose LLL and submit button is clicked. What it gives? It gives you enter correct password because you have entered the wrong password already. So you should get here enter correct password. Once again we will execute this URL. Okay, so when we execute this one, it will ask for email ID and password. So this is your email ID, password here I will enter VCK. Okay, and then you should click on submit button. So when we click on submit button, it will display login successful. Okay, now your URL is changed. Look here, what is the URL here? Localhost 5000/success. Okay, here when the password is correct, we have to render this URL. Okay, so login successful, and one link is there. With the help of this link, we can view profile. Okay, so select view profile. So what it will give you? The contents hi and whatever email ID provided by the user. So I have given here vck.information@gmail.com. So it will be stored in the name variable in the Python script, in the Flask script. Okay, so you will get that one. Hi is the text message, and after this one it gives you email ID. Okay, so now we can see how these cookies are created in your browser. Okay, so look here how we can change this one. go to the settings, then select cookies and other site data, then see all cookies and site data. Okay, so here localhost, this is our URL, so click on this one. So here you will get email cookies created by the browser. Okay, so we have given name of cookie as email. So here email cookie is there. We can click on this one. So click on this, you will get the details of this. So name of cookie is email, content of cookie. So what email ID we have given here, vck.information@gmail.com. So that email ID will be stored with the help of email. What is the domain here? Localhost. This is the path. Then send for accessible to script S, created on what is the time, 24 December 2020, and it will expire again when the browsing session will be end. Okay, so we can see the cookies created by using Flask script in the browser. So this cookie is created by our Python script and we can see it in the browser. So all these scripts are related to how we can create cookie, how can we can set it, how we can get it, and how we can see in the browser how many cookies are created and what are the contents of the cookies. Okay, so hope you understood this one. We will see sessions in the next part, next video. So till now you, and one more thing I want to say you see all the cookies in your browser. Okay, so you can see it in your mobile or you can see it in your laptop. Okay, so thank you.